Unrivaled Basketball is this new league, and one of the founders, I believe. Let me see. Let me not butcher this shit. Um, Co-founded by Brianna Stewart and Nafisha Collier, will launch in January, and it has the highest average salary for a women's team. Well, Unrivaled League will offer highest average salary in women's pro team sports history. So I was like, I was like, dang, that's really cool. So, obviously I was just looking a little bit into it. It's a 3-on-3 women's professional basketball league co-founded by Brianna Stewart, obviously. Um, this is where I was a little bit confused. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a women's 3-on-3 6-team league co-founded by Brianna Stewart. The new league begins its first season in January and will take place in the winter, which is opposite of the WNBA season. The initial 30 players also receive equity ownership in the league. So that's where the fuck I got confused, because it's a 3-on-3 league with 6 teams. Now, I'm not no motherfucking math whiz, but 3 times 6 is not 30. I'm so sorry. And then I kept reading. And then I was like, oh. So Unrivaled will feature a compressed full court play style with 30 women being a part of the inaugural season. Okay, so that's why they need 30 women, because they're playing full court. I'm like, why the fuck? I was so fucking confused, bro. Like, I was like, 3 times 6 is not 30. I don't care what you tell me. But they're going to be playing full court. And reportedly, several superstars have already signed on now. If you don't have fucking Aja Wilson out there cooking everybody, I don't want to watch this shit. Yeah, but honestly, because I kind of like this idea, Elijah. You know why? Because I think the WNBA is now more physical than the NBA. And I would like to see these women play with a lot more space and pace. So in a 3-on-3 setting, they're gonna be chucking up threes. Don't let Sabrina and Caitlin Clark get some space. They're gonna be chucking, splashing half court threes before those girls could even get to the fucking to under the paint, bro. So it could be really exciting. It could be this open space. We get to see them make plays and passes. Aja Wilson might score 50 on one of these motherfuckers. Like, who knows what could happen? Everyone was saying, oh, it's like a big three, but it's not the big three, because it would be current WNBA players, not former WNBA players. So it is going to be totally different. Hopefully they get some, like, realistically, they can only have like one big, because you can't have more than one big if you're going to be running back and forth full court. So that'll be fun to watch, and you're gonna need guards. So you're gonna need your Sabrinas, your Caitlin Clarks, your Kelsey Plums, your Lexi Brown. Like, you're gonna need these guards who can hit threes and move and push the ball. And then you're gonna need your bigs like Brianna Stewart and Aja Wilson to be able to run with the guards. And I think the other cool part is, like, maybe it's like some fantasy basketball shit where now we're seeing people that shouldn't be together. Like, what happens if one group can pay fucking Aja Wilson, Brianna Stewart, and Caitlin Clark? Fuck it, we just let them all go out there, kill everybody. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that I think that would be really cool. You get to see. Hopefully they're not tied down to a certain team, but obviously there's only 6 teams. So it's gonna have to be a mix, but that would be really, really cool to see. Yeah, yes, I agree. They need to put them in And also, not just put them in commercials together, put them in commercials with Asia. Put like Caitlin Clark and Sabrina thing together. And Nike honestly is probably working on that as we speak. Like Sabrina and Caitlin Clark with the 3-point shooting. Um, yes, I agree. I agree. But that's why that's also why I'm trying to highlight Asia Wilson, because she is one of the 2, 3 best players in the WNBA, and I think she deserves the light. But yeah, putting these women next to them, have Angel Reese do content with Aja Wilson and so on and so forth, and use them to shine a light on them. And I think that would be really cool. And you honestly, you also just sparked it. They need to create content around this league. And I don't know, maybe that's what you were talking about originally, Elijah, but creating content with, the women being on different teams, players that they don't usually play with, and playing into that, and then maybe going from that 3-on-3 league going into the WNBA season. It'll be really exciting. So it's going to be in the winter too, so I'll expect them to be I'm going to expect some of these women to somehow be incorporated into the All-Star break, because they said it's going to be in January, right, or some shit like that. Let me see. We'll launch in January, so January, All-Star break is February. I could see them for a weekend doing something like that. So yeah, look. I would say look for some kind of, if they're not incorporating Unrivaled, for some of the women to somehow participate in the in All-Star break. So